You know what it is. You know who it is. What's up? What's up? What's going on, family? It's your main man, 100 grand, your brother from another mother. And guess what? I'm yours truly, Dr. Eddie, and you are tuned in to, yeah, you know what it is, in the mix at 6. Come on, I need big energy. Come on, drop some fire emojis in the chat. If you're happy and you know it, clap your emoji hands. Come on, come on. Yeah, yeah. Hope you're fired up. I'm fired up. I'm ready to go. Let's go. Y'all know I'm here each and every single Monday through Friday, each and every single weekday. We're in the mix at not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but at 6. And that's what it is. I need you to let me know where you're watching from. Come on, drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. As a matter of fact, you are watching me, yes, on the digital airwaves of so many other ancillary sites, but chiefly, primarily, YouTube. Come on, like, comment, share, subscribe. Yeah, right here on the YouTube side. Come on, as you're tuning in, your timeline could be someone's lifeline. I know you're here because you care, so I need you to share. Yeah, help a brother out. Let's get the message out. Help a brother out. Let's get the message out. Your timeline could be someone's lifeline. Come on, share this with somebody. You know, my goal is to help you reach yours. My desire is to inspire. My assignment is to put you in alignment. My job is to empower you to identify your identity. And as a result of that, you need to make sure you join the Eagles Academy. It's where I coach, it's where I teach, it's where I train, it's where I mentor, it's where I empower you really to seize the moment. I'm giving you strategies, structure, solutions to take your vision to another dimension. Yeah, and this is the place of not just information, but implementation for transformation. The transformation station is at theeaglesacademy.com. Yeah, go there, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button. It's going to take you to a form. Fill out the form. Be transformed. Go there right now. TheEaglesAcademy.com. Tap the join now button. Fill out the form. Be transformed. I can't wait to see your face in our digital space. Join our amazing community. Listen, we're in the mix at 6. I need you to share this with at least 6 people. Yes. Tag, tweet, tell, text at least not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but 6 people. Minimal. Let them know that we are live. Listen, y'all keep showing love. I'm going to keep showing up. Are you ready to grow? Are you ready? Come on, type let's go. Type let's grow. Let's go. Let's grow. Come on, type that. Yeah, let me see that in chat. Let's go. Let's grow. Let's get into it. Tenor of tonight's topic is simply this: 3 words: World War Me. World War Me. You know, we jumping into the deep end. Let me begin. Shall I proceed? I hope you'll say yes, indeed. Let me start off by saying this. You know your future is ready for you when your past wants you back. You know your future is ready for you when your past wants to hold you back. Yeah. Why? Because oftentimes the greatest enemy is the inner me. You gotta understand this. The greatest battle is not against your haters. When we're talking about World War Me, greatest battle is oftentimes the inner me. Greatest battle is not the inner me. The greatest battle is not the enemy, is not the haters. But here it is. The greatest battle is not even the Democrats versus the Republicans. Yeah, this is about more than just Democrat or Republican. It's about right or wrong, not right or left. Greatest battle is not World War One, World War Two, or World War Three. The greatest battle is World War Me. Come on, somebody just type that. Yeah, type World War Me. The greatest battle is the fight between your ears. What is it? It's the battle for your mind. If you check out Romans chapter 7, verse 14 through 23, it gives an incredible, transparent expose into the Apostle Paul dealing with duality. He's dealing with conflict. He's dealing with war, not on the outside, but on the inside. He's talking about the conflict. He's talking about the war. He's talking about the duality that takes place internally. He mentions this, the warring against the law of my mind. Yeah, the battleground is often internal. The greatest competition you will ever face, I need you to hear me. The greatest competition you will ever face is your reflection in the mirror. Is me versus me, is you versus you. The greatest enemy, once again, is the inner me. And rather than being our own worst enemy, what we have to do, we have to be our own best friend. Remember, I talked a little bit before about Is Your House a Home? If you haven't checked out that series, are you serious? You haven't seen that series? Are you serious? Go and check out that series called Is Your House a Home? And I talk about home renovation. One of the things that you got to do is you have to use mirrors constructively. You have to use mirrors proactively. You have to use mirrors, as they said, strategically. How do you see the man or the woman in the mirror? And oftentimes we don't see ourselves clear simply because we're moonwalking away from the mirror. We refuse to address and confess the mess of what it is that we are dealing with and what we're grappling with. Rather than being our own worst enemy, what we have to do is that we have to be our own best friend. You and I need you to understand this. We are in a daily fight. When it's World War Me, we got to find the victory. Somebody just type fight for freedom. Yeah, type fight for freedom. Fight for freedom. I don't know. Have you ever felt like you were being pulled in all directions? I mean, directions from your family, directions to your faith, directions from your finances, directions from your relationships, just all types, directions at your job. You didn't even know what direction you were going in. I mean, from your friends to your faith, it just felt like it was a season of stretching. I don't know if you ever prayed this prayer. God, if I'm a rubber band, just let me know. Come on. I don't know if you ever had those type of, courageous conversations with Christ. Christian courageous conversations. To where you say, Lord, I know I'm in this mortal body. I know I'm made out of clay. I know I'm clay on the potter's wheel. But if I'm really a rubber band, just let me know. Why? Because it feels as if I'm being stretched. Come on, it's World War Me. That's why I'm in my fatigue. Yeah, I'm in my fatigue simply because a lot of times we feel fatigued, feel tired rather than inspired. And here's the thing: now we try because we're fatigued. Here's what we try to do: now we try to camouflage ourselves rather than coming out of the cave. We try to camouflage by trying to fit in. When here it is, we were born to stand out. Here's the thing: in order to be outstanding, sometimes you have to be outstretched. In order to be outstanding, here's what you got to do. Sometimes you got to have your hands outstretched. What did grandmama say? Father, I stretch my hands to thee. No other help I know. Lord, if I'm a rubber band, let me know because I feel as if my faith is being stretched. Who am I talking to? I hope it's you. Yeah. Have you ever felt like just being stretched? Everybody ask you for a favor. Everybody wants you to show up to this, that, and the other. Everybody wants you to be here, there, everywhere. Come on. Who can you call on? Because everybody wants you to be strong. You're the one always giving everybody encouragement. Who's encouraging you? Who shows up for you? Hmm? People text, people call, asking you for a word of encouragement, but they never have an encouraging word for you. What do you do when you're the encourager who needs to be encouraged because you feel discouraged? And here's the thing, you're fighting a war in your mind because you go to battle for everybody else. But don't nobody go to battle for you. Come on. What do? When you're, here it is, in an emotional war zone? You can't fight. You can't find any fellow soldiers to fight with you. Matter of fact, you can find people to fight with you. You can't find them to fight for you. You can only find people to fight against you. Come on. I'm over here helping you, but you're trying to hurt me. I'm over here helping you, but you're only reaching to gain, not to give. Understand me clearly. Enemy doesn't want your finances. Enemy don't want your car. Enemy doesn't want your house or your spouse. What the enemy wants most is not even your money. The enemy wants your mind. Yeah, that's what the enemy wants. The enemy wants your mind. You're in a spiritual fight. Weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. The fight is not what I see in the light. It's spiritual wickedness in high places. Enemy wants your mind. Why? Because if he has your mind, he's got your money. You don't want your money, you want your mind. If I got your mind, I got your money. If I got your mind, I got your family. If I got your mind, I got your children. If I got your mind, I got your car. If I got your mind, I got your house. If I got your mind, I got your spouse in your house. Here's what you got to do. You got to take authority over your mind. You got to take authority over the enemy. You got to take authority over calamity. You got to take authority over your thoughts. You have to win the battle for your mind. Somebody just type win, win, win. This is a battle you can't lose. Yeah. Come on. You got to win not only the battle, you got to win the war. Matter of fact, battle's not yours, it's the Lord's. I got to give it over to him. War me is about being free. It's time to be free because when I'm free, I can focus. When I'm free, I can focus on my focus. When I'm free, I can walk in the power of my identity. When I'm free from procrastination. When I'm free from toxic relationships. I got to be free from the trauma. I got to be free from the trials. I got to be free from the tribulations. I got to be free from the triggers. I have to be free to think clearly and find victory. And the victory is in my identity. It's my identity in Christ. Somebody just type free. This battle you can't lose. This war you have to win. You got to be free from to be free for. Can I give you more? Somebody, who am I talking to? I have to be free from to be free for. I have to be free from the past to be free for the future. I have to be free from the toxic connections to be free for divine connections. But here's the thing, I can never be free living in emotional bankruptcy. Yeah, because mentally, spiritually, emotionally, what we have done is we have filed an emotional chapter 11. Yeah, emotional chapter 11. We, we won't give God the pen to let him write a new chapter. So here's what we keep doing. We keep writing the same chapter. Chapter of pain, chapter of hardship, chapter of strife, chapter of trauma, chapter of turmoil, chapter of TNT, trauma and triggers, trap chapter that keeps us enraptured in the past. And here's what it is: time to be free from being a people pleaser. Time to free yourself and put yourself on your calendar. Because here's what you do: when you don't, you keep pouring from an empty cup. What is it time to be free from? It's time to be free to create healthy boundaries for yourself so that you can stop allowing people to make more withdrawals than deposits in your life. Yeah, you can't continue to remain emotionally bankrupt. What you have to do is you have to find freedom from telling everybody yes. Ooh. And as a consequence, telling yourself no. Come on. You done told everybody yes to where you ain't got enough of you for you. What's wrong with you? Come on. You done told everybody else yes to where you don't even have enough of you for you. And you're trying to wonder and figure out what's wrong with you. You didn't save enough you for you. Hmm? Your freedom, hear me, it's in breaking the bonds that keep you bound. Why? Because where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. I got to break the bonds that keep me bound. And sometimes those bonds are being a people pleaser. Somebody just type know your no. You got to know your no. And here's the thing. This is going to help somebody tonight. Here's the thing. I want you to look at the reactions when you tell people no. Oh, yeah. You know what? Me being able to figure out how you take no lets me know if I need to say yes to you being in my life. Do you see how that works? No, I can't come. Sorry, I won't be able to be there. Ooh, how do they react to that? Now they want to treat you like no itself. Okay, cool. No is new opportunity. Come on, look at how people react to the healthy boundaries that you enact. I like that. Yeah, look how people react to the healthy boundaries that you enact. Because what you got to do something for your mental health. You got to do something for your mental well-being. Last time I checked, adulting ain't easy. Come on. I have yet to find somebody who say adulting is easy. No. It's hard work. So I got to be easy with myself. What do I mean by that? I have to give myself grace. And sometimes to give myself grace, I have to create healthy space. What's something that you do every day for your mental health? Got to do something every single day for your mental well-being. And I'm just talking about you going to get your body massaged. I'm talking about you taking the time to massage your mind. Come on. Whether it's through prayer, whether it's through reading, whether it's through exercise, whether it's eating healthy, whether it's through therapy. I have to check my poor so I don't remain poor. And poor is not just of the pocket. Poor, in many cases, sometimes is of the person. Poor is not just of the hand. Poor oftentimes is of the heart. Poor is not always money. Poor sometimes mentality. Poor is not just dollars and cents. Poor is sometimes your soul sense. And you have to get to the place to where do I sense what is going on internally? If I'm going to be restored, I have to check my poor. I got to find something positive. to keep me going, to get me going, to keep me growing. Here's what you got to do. You got to take control of your mind. Why? Because your mind is really a direct correlation of how it is that you view yourself. Your 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 perception and your mentality will eventually become your reality. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And here's the thing, what you think is who you will become. Somebody just type purpose and progress. Purpose and progress. Yeah, key components to success. French philosopher Rene Descartes. Yeah, I'm going to talk to you in English tonight, but I'm also talk to you in French too. French philosopher Rene Descartes says this, cogito ergo sum, which is translated into English as I think, therefore I am. I'm sorry, that wasn't French, that was Latin. I ain't trying to be slacking. Yeah, that's what it is. Cogito ergo sum, Latin, translated into English. I think, therefore I am. Language has a level. Make sure we're using it in the proper lane. Proverbs 23 verse 7 says this. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Right? Why is that? Because your thinking will either access your purpose or restrict your progress. Let me say it twice because it's oh so nice. Your thinking will either access your purpose or restrict your progress. World War Me. Because here's the thing, if you don't gain the victory mentally, it'll never show up in your identity. And your identity is going to be a gateway to give you the victory mentally. Can't allow defeated, you can't allow deflated thinking to destroy your life. Right? You got to seize the day. You got to run the day rather than allowing the day to run you. You got to dictate how your day goes. You got to dictate how your day goes. You got to dictate how your day goes. You dictate how your day goes with what you say about your day. Come on, you got to rise and shine and say, Lord, I thank you for this new day. I thank you that my steps are ordered. You got to affirm yourself. I thank you that people are attracted and drawn to what it is that I have to give. I think that money flows to me easily and effortlessly. Yeah, I thank you that favor follows me. Goodness and mercy follow my footsteps. Favor guides me. Lord, you hide me from what it is that destructive to me. Dictate how your day goes rather than allowing your day to dictate to you. Because here's the thing, every day may not be perfect, but every day has purpose. And what you have to do, you got to focus on your focus. You got to deal with the bad thoughts. You got to evict the negative thoughts. When 75% of your thoughts each and every single day are negative, you got to evict the negative thoughts. You got to deal with the weapons of mass distractions, which lead to destruction. And you got to say, Lord, I'm under construction. I'm building on the purpose of what it is that you've given me. Why? Because every day may not be perfect, but every day has purpose. There are no bad days. The only bad day that you get is the only bad day is the one that you don't get. It's only good days and great days. I know that sounds crazy because maybe you had a flat tire. I know that sounds crazy because maybe you lost a little bit of money. I know that sounds crazy because maybe you dealt with a few sniffles, got a little headache, feeling a little heartbroken. So you said you had a bad day. It's only bad because you said it's bad. Come on. You know what a bad day is predicated on? A bad day is predicated on your thoughts about how your day begins and how your day continues and how your day ends. You're going to be pessimistic or are you going to be optimistic? While being realistic, because the only bad day is the one that you don't get. The only good days and great days. But here's the thing. If you keep castigating that into your future, this is what you become. You become a prisoner of war to your own mindset. Yeah, you become a prisoner of war. And then you go AWOL. Yeah, you leave the active duty. Your duty is to assume responsibility. Come on, because you got to be on the battlefield. Counting your blessings each and every single day, it shifts you into the perspective about what takes place in the midst of your day. When I have my mind set on how my day is going to run, I don't run from my day. Did you hear what I just did you hear what I'm saying? When I decide on how I'm going to run my day, I don't run from my day. Might be chaos, might be calamity, might be negativity. I'm not running from my day. I'm seizing the day because I'm not going to be MIA. See, here's the thing. A lot of us are missing in action when it comes to our mission. We're missing in action when it comes to our purpose. We're missing in action when it comes to showing up, being consistent and being frequent and moving into the place of the identity of what it is that we have. We're MIA, but we haven't adopted mindset, identity, accountability. We're missing in action versus mindset, identity, accountability. Are you hearing me? Come on. I got to deal with the war internally. And here's what you got to understand. You got to understand that God didn't give you another day because you needed one. He gave you another day because somebody needed you. Ooh. Let me say that again. God didn't give you another day simply because you needed one. He gave you another day because somebody needed you. And when you stop living for just self and you start living for service of others, then you realize that your existence makes a difference. You were created to create change. Here's what you've been designed to do. You've been designed, divinely designed, with a purpose in mind to be in alignment with your divine assignment. You're a problem solver. You were created to solve problems. God never places anything on this planet that is not gifted. And here's the thing, you have to understand that service is the rent you pay for the space that you occupy. And when you understand that, you don't focus on pettiness because you're walking in purpose. I wonder what would happen for you if you woke up each and every single day with the mindset of saying, I'm going to win the day, of the mindset, I'm going to win with from within, of the mindset of here it is. How can I be a blessing to somebody today? Whether it's holding the door open, whether it's giving an encouraging word, whether it's texting somebody something empowering. How can I be a blessing to somebody today? Why? Because I'm not living to be served, I'm living to serve. Simply because you're a servant leader. In order to serve, your service is on the capacity of what you're willing to sacrifice. Yeah. What are you willing to sacrifice so that you can move to a greater level in your mindset? What are you willing to sacrifice so that you can move to a greater level of here it is, where you were to where you're called and created to be? Come on, got to sacrifice the bad habits, got to sacrifice the negative attitude, got to sacrifice the self deprecating disposition. Yeah, yes. I've heard something, what do they call it? Self deprecating humor. And oftentimes, what is self deprecating ain't really even funny because you keep talking down on yourself and you can't expect to rise out of what it is that you've been in. In order to move that, in order to shift that, in order to move into a place of transformation beyond the situation, this is what you got to do. You got to unwind your mind. Yeah, unwind your mind. What I mean by that, your perception, your mentality is actually your reality. Think little of yourself. You're going to do little for yourself and other people. Think much of yourself. I guarantee you're going to do much for yourself and others. Sometimes you have to unlearn to relearn. Yeah, all the things that you learned about yourself or you learned through post-traumatic slave syndrome, post-traumatic stress disorder that created a war zone in your mind, a war zone in your family, a war zone in your identity, to where in many cases every day was bombs over Baghdad. Yeah, everything was triggering. Everything was TNT. Everything was explosive when it came to your identity. Come on. And as a result, now it causes you as an individual to explode. Now it causes you to retreat rather than to fight. Do you hear? Hmm? I, I can't see myself clear unless I unwind my mind. Because many times, many of us are in that place of fight or flight. Yeah, fear. Face everything and run or face everything and rise. We don't fight, we take flight. And I'm not talking about taking flight into your purpose. I'm talking about running. Yeah, running away from what you should stand up to. Yeah, talking about some run up, get done up, done up. Nah, not when it come to you. Listen, that same energy that you got for other folks, why don't you bring that same energy for your purpose? Why don't you bring that same energy to fight what it is that you can't see, but lives in your mind continually? Yeah, talking about some pull up. Well, the issue done pulled up. Matter of fact, the issue's built a house. The issue's built a residence. The issue has put in flooring and all types of carpentry in your mentality. Yeah, negative thoughts have built its own residence in your mind. And here's what you do: you continue to take flight. You continue to hide. It's been, here it is, a hostile takeover in your head. Yes. Because the battlefield is right here. That's 6 inches from ear to ear. The thoughts that go on between your ears. And if you could just renew your mind, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Listen, like, comment, share, subscribe right here on the YouTube side, youtube.com/Eddie Connor. Come on, we're talking about World War Me. It's not going to be a hostile takeover in your life. You're not going to be MIA. You're not going to take flight. You're going to stand and fight. Resist the devil and he shall flee. Not you. Come on. What is this? You got a helmet of salvation, sword of the spirit, shield of faith, weapon shod with the feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace, loins girded about with truth. But here's the thing: you have nothing for your back. Why? Because God don't expect you to run from the enemy. Expects you to stand tall and conquer all. Y'all. Come on. If you think little of yourself, you're going to do much for yourself. If you think much for yourself, you're going to do much for yourself and others. It's hard to think big when the people around you are small. It's hard to think big when the people around you are playing small and small minded thinkers, minimizing your big ideas and your big dreams. And here's the thing: who you surround yourself with has a direct effect on your life. You know what defeated thinking will do? Defeated thinking is going to always cause you to have a deflated life. Because here's the thing, much like a tire that's deflated, for many of us, the tire that went flat was not instantaneous. It's not like you hit something in the road and you heard the pop. Here's what happened. For many of us, it was a slow leak. Yeah. Little by little, day by day, lack of maintenance, lack of prioritization caused you to have a slow leak. Your power leaked away slowly. Your mental health leaked away slowly. Your ideas, your impact, your influence, it leaked away slowly. Come on, your self-confidence was a slow leak. Self-identity, your self-esteem, it was a slow leak. And now, as a result, you look up wondering, how in the world did this happen? And you find yourself on the side of the road, isolated, insulated in self-doubt. Defeated thinking created a deflated life for you. Defeated thoughts, hear me, will deter you from your dreams. Got to understand this. How you think dictates what you say. What you say dictates how you live. How you live dictates where you go. And hear me, it all begins with your mindset. Let me say that twice because it's also nice. How you think dictates what you say. What you say dictates how you live. How you live dictates where you go. And it all begins with your mindset. What you have to do, because oftentimes we have arrested development. You know why we have arrested development? Why in many cases we have fixed development, not growth mindset development, simply because we have not arrested the negative thoughts. What we have not done is we have not arrested the thoughts that convey you'll never amount to anything. We haven't arrested the thoughts that convey and sway us from the power of what it is that we are. We have not arrested the thoughts that keep us locked in to our past, locked out of opportunity in our future. What we got to do is we got to discard the negative stinking thinking that you're never going to be who you were created to be, because nobody in your family ever became who they were supposed to be. You got to evict that thought that keeps you in a place of imposter syndrome, the hardened, arrested development, the limited beliefs, the mitigated mindset, the stinking thinking. You got to shift your situation with revelation about your true identification. And here's what you got to do. You got to speak life over your life. Come on, somebody just type speak life. Come on, type speak life. Speak life so you can get a renewed sense of life. Speak life so you won't be limited by languishing words that produce lacerations on your life. Speak life so that death can be dissolved. Speak life so that your body can line up with what the word says. Speak life so that your heart, your home, your head, and your hands can be healed. Speak life so that your purpose can be revealed. Speak life so that there's no question or confusion about your personal identification. Because you know what identity is? Identity is about asking the question of who I am and what was I created to do. World War Me shows that we're in a fight between who we are and who we're created to become. Do you hear me? Yeah. World War Me is a a tug of war between who I am and who I was created to become. Yeah. Between destruction and destiny, between faith and fear, between my identity and my lie-identity, between my past and my future, between my greatness and my greatness. Yeah, my greatness and my great mess. Come on. Between being blessed and being stressed. Identity asks that question. Who am I? What was I created to do? And here's the thing. Most people will never answer those two questions. Who am I? What was I created to do? Most people will allow life to answer the question for them. Because when you never answer those questions, you never become who you are supposed to be, and you never decide on what it is that you want. And hear me, if you don't know what you want, somebody's going to decide what you get. But how do you know what you don't want if you don't know what you do want? Are you confused yet? So is the person who doesn't know what they want. So is the person who has not taken the time to identify in their mind the answers to these questions. I can't become an answer if I don't answer tough questions. Come on. How can you solve other people's problems if you haven't solved the problem internally, uniquely, identifiably, simply because thinking is the hardest thing that most people will ever do? Matter of fact, thinking is the hardest thing that most people will never do. Yeah. Television just gives you tunnel vision. It creates the image for you to where it creates the image for you for where now it thinks for you. Social media is the new television. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube has become the new CNN, Fox, MSNBC, nightly news. Thinking is the hardest work that most people never do. Why? Because so often we know the information on everybody else, but we don't have any implementation on ourselves. We know information on other people, but we don't have personal revelation on who it is that we are. Come on. So often we know about our favorite celebrities and what they were created to do. You know about Bay and Jay, Beyonce and Jay-Z. You know about Jeezy, Weezy, Yeezy, and Jay-Z. But life has become so hard and never easy. We know what the popular person was designed and created to do. And now we try to live our lives vicariously through them. And so as a consequence, this is what we do. We now miss out on our unique identity. We miss out on discovering our particular authenticity. Because here's what we do. We failed to walk boldly in identity and authority. And here's the thing. Knowing your identity will stop you from feeling worthless, because knowing your identity gives you purpose. Are you hearing me? Knowing your identity unveils to you what you were created to do, because it unveils the purpose that's within you. Identity helps you to win the war internally against duality. Monday, you want to be a judge. Tuesday, you want to be a nurse. Wednesday, you want to be a lawyer. Thursday, you want to be a baller and a shot caller. Friday, you want to be an athlete. Saturday, you want to be a teacher. Sunday, you want to be a preacher. You all over the place. Here's what you got to do. You got to find your place. And when you find your place, you take up space. Come on. Find your place. Take up space. Somebody just type know who you are. Know who you are. Find your place, take up space. Some of us are not taking up space because we're so reticent. We're so hesitant to come out of hiding. Well, what will they say about me if I say this? What will they say about me if I do this? What will they say about me if I create this? They will say something about you, whether you do or whether you don't. Let them say something while you create something. Let them say something while you disrupt something. Let them say something while you innovate something. Why? Because if you don't evolve, you won't be involved. And when I know my identity, here's what I do. I discover my unique ability. We may do the same things, but you don't do it the way I do it. Yeah, I don't do it the way you do it. Come on, you walk down the bread aisle. Do you think one form of bread stops selling bread simply because there's other breads? No, they just gonna make their bread by selling bread and put the bread in the bread basket. Well, such and such speaks, such and such creates, such and such writes, such and such sings, such and such is this industry, such and such is bringing unity. But you don't create clarity internally because you're so focused on the external, but not the internal. Come on, I want you to answer this question for yourself. And here it is, 4 words. What makes me unique? Yeah. And here's how I want you to answer it. I want you to answer it internally, not externally. Because here's the thing, we focus on curves and not character. We focus on height and not heart. We focus on how we look rather than who we are. I want you to think, what makes you unique that the eyes can't see, but the heart can feel it? The ear can hear it. The soul can sense it. The mind can grasp it. Who am I talking to right now? Come on, I'm in my bag. I want you getting yours. What makes you unique? Why? Because if you don't answer that, you'll always have a war internally. Do I become them or do I become me? Do I even have anything good within me? What makes you unique? What makes you unique is this: when you discover that there's greatness in your uniqueness, that you're too unique to compete, you're too rare to compare. Your royalty demands loyalty. I want you to think about that. The world is designed. Why do I want you to think about that even? Because the world is designed to make you a clone of everybody. Hardest thing that you could ever do is not fit in. Hardest thing that you could ever do is stand out. And the only way to be outstanding is to stand out. The only way to stand out is to be outstanding. Outstanding. Dun, 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 dun. Girl, you knocked me out. The Gap Band. What are you doing to fill in the gap? Charlie. My name is Charlie. Last name Wilson. Mr. Charlie Wilson, help me tonight. I hope I'm on the right track. Come on. You know how to sing the song about the Gap Band, but what are you doing to fill out the gap, man? What are you doing to fill in the gap? My dear sister from another mister. Yeah, the achievement gap. The societal inequity gap. The gap between who you are and who you're supposed to be. Come on. That gap is greatness. That gap is accountability. That gap is purpose. That gap is giftedness. That gap is anointing. That gap is a place of peace. Hear me. The world is designed to make you a clone of everybody. Yeah. Designed to suppress your originality. It's designed to make you think like everybody, look like everybody, speak like everybody, live like everybody. And if you don't, it's designed to make you think you're the wrong somebody. Come on. World is designed to keep you in a space and a place of limited thinking, limited low level beliefs. And then here it is to make you a carbon copy of somebody else. Because here's the thing, when you fail to realize that you're a designer's original, you never walk in your limitless potential. Here's the thing, when you know your identity, you don't have to sacrifice you to become them. Yeah. When you know your identity, then now you can create unity internally. What is it that you do that nobody can do like you? Nobody can beat you being you. Yeah. You don't have to become them to be you because you'll never be you becoming them. But here's the thing, you got to wage the war within. Yeah. You got to wage the war within to win. That's what this is all about. World War Me is about waging the war within to win. That's what I got to do. Because confusion, what it does is it cripples you, but clarity liberates you. Knowledge of self, knowing who you are in Christ, gives you a unique perspective. Come on, somebody just type unique. Come on, somebody just type unique. The way that you think is unique. The way that you overcome is unique. The way that you affirm yourself is unique. The way that you bounce back from a setback is unique. The way that you communicate and speak is unique. I don't know. Should we do part two on this? Should we do part two? Only way that you win the war internally is if you do it uniquely. Yeah. If you're willing to sacrifice who you were and who you are for what you can become, then guess what? Your next level is going to be explosive. Your next level is not going to implode. Yeah, right? Because we don't know our identity. Now we implode due to gaslighting, due to a lack of self identity, due to being MIA, due to not being true to who it is that we are. But here's what you got to do, you got to put on your war clothes. You got to recognize that you got to be armed and dangerous. You got to stay strapped. Yeah. Helmet of salvation, sword of spirit, shield of faith, feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace, loins girded about with truth, breastplate of righteousness. Come on. You got to have on the full and the whole armor of God so that you don't dodge what you should face and fight. Listen, I'm giving you all the skills, the tools. That's right. We got to sharpen our mindset. We got to strengthen our skill set and have all the requisite skills to build our tool set. I want you to join me in the Eagles Academy. Yeah, that's right. Come on, where are my Eagles at? Drop some Eagles in the chat. Drop some Eagles in the chat. It's a sign that I'm spreading my wings to win from within. I'm waging the war within to win. And let me show you how to win, because you're not going to win based off of just good looks. Not going to win based off of clout and clarity. Not going to win just based off of the specific aspects of who it is that you are and how many followers you have and all this other stuff about how much money you got in your pocket. You're going to win with strategies, structure, solutions, despite your shortcomings. You're going to win. Here it is, with systems. You know what systems do? I love the acronym. Saving you time, energy, money. Come on, I want you to make an investment in yourself. I want you to be a part of an amazing Eagles Academy community. That's right, community of camaraderie, community of collaboration. Come on, come on. You know there's more for you. You know there's greater that's on the inside of you. You know there's been something that's been inside of you that in many cases has been eating you alive simply because you know you've been dealing with frustration. Your focus has been off. You know there's more that's in store for you. Come on over to the Eagles Academy. Let me show you how to wage the war within to win. Let me show you how to win the battlefield of your mind so that your heart can be right, your spirit, your soul, your relational intelligence, your emotional intelligence, your spiritual intelligence, your transformational intelligence can all be right. Your home, your finances, your atmosphere, your environment, your self concept, your self esteem, your self identity. Yes, join us in our transformation restoration station. Once you go right now to the eaglesacademy.com, there's at least 6 of you that I'm talking to right here on In the Mix at 6 that say, I know there's more for me. I need to get the requisite skills. I need to get the strategies, the structure, the solutions, not just information, but I need implementation. You've come to the right place. Go to the eaglesacademy.com right now. When you get there, tap the Join Now button. It's going to take you to another page. Fill out the form, be transformed. Yeah, stop being a prisoner of war. Stop being a prisoner of war. The war internally. Can't fight what you refuse to face. It's time to face it. Time to heal from it. Time to rise above it. Go right now, theeaglesacademy.com. Tap the Join Now button. Fill out the form. Be transformed. Absolutely amazing what goes on in our Eagles Academy community. The insight, the information, the wisdom, the implementation, the transformation to overcome your situation. That's what it's all about. People who are collaborators who want to see you win from within, because a win for you is a win for them too. Come on, join me and amazing visionaries. It's about building a longer table than a taller fence. Why'd I say that? Because there's enough room for everybody to eat. That's right. I want you to eat up all the strategies of what it is that I have to show you how to grow your greatness. We're gonna keep you full. We're gonna keep you full and fulfilled so that you can win from within purposefully. Go to the eaglesacademy.com/store. There's a multiplicity, a plethora of resources that are there that are going to assist you in your success. Theeaglesacademy.com/store. One thing that you'll see there is a free ebook called More in 2024, How to Become More, Make It Your Best Year Yet. You'll also find another free resource called The Art of Communication, where I'm painting the picture that in many cases, what picture are you painting when you're speaking? How are you communicating on the canvas of somebody's heart? Communication is about more than presentation. Yeah, about more than just doing a presentation. Communication is about connection. I hear you. Hear me. If you can make the right connection You can talk to anybody, much less present to anybody. Communication is about connecting. Are you connecting when you're communicating? You need not only the art of communication, you need my successful speaker strategies. It goes way deeper than just the free video, The Art of Communication. I'm teaching you all of the strategies that I use to effectively communicate whenever I take the microphone. Showing you how to maximize your message at the microphone, communicate with clarity, how to overcome the fear of speaking, how to actually connect to people when you are communicating to them, how to share your signature story, how to define what your signature story is in the first place. Then also how to be invited back. Before you're invited back, you got to wow your audience. Let me show you how to do that. Go get and download my successful speaker strategies, all the secrets of what it is that I use to be invited back, and then also to make a nice level of income with it as well. accessidentity.org/speaker, successful speaker strategies. Also have the bestseller book blueprint. For those of you, you need to write your book. You've been trying to wage the war within. Why you should write the book, why you shouldn't write the book. Listen, time to go ahead and do it. Yeah. Let me show you how to do that. Let me show you how to plug and play what it is that I do so that you can set yourself up for success. Maximizing your message and your manuscript in the marketplace. Becoming an industry authority as an author. If you already have books out there, how to increase your sales. Go get those resources. You can also invite me to speak at your event, church, your conference, your workshop, your school, your college, whatever's clever. I'd be glad to come. I'd be glad to transform your thinking, inspire, and empower you at your event. Go to theeaglesacademy.com/store for all of that. accessidentity.org/speaker, successful speaker strategies, accessidentity.org/author, bestseller book blueprint. So many resources there. Make an investment in you. Why? Because you matter. Maximize the moment and yourself. And of course, join the amazing Eagles Academy at theeaglesacademy.com. Did anybody get anything out of this? Did this empower anybody? This was just a little bit of an appetizer. Should we do part two? I need to hear from more of you. Should we do part two? Yeah, before I say peace tonight, should we do part two? Yeah. This means war. World War me. If I can deal with me, I can deal with anything externally. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear brothers and sisters, I'm out of time, but I'm not out of truth. But like a great rapper once said, there's no way I can pay you back, but my plan is to show you that I understand. So I want you to know that you are appreciated. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for riding with me. Thank you for rolling with me each and every single weekday, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the digital airwaves of Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop all the way over to the YouTube side. And since you're on the YouTube side, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Come on, share this with somebody. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow me on all the social sites. Simply at EddieConnorJr, EddieConnorJr. And if I can help you, if I can serve you in any way, please reach out to me. Y'all keep showing love. I'm going to keep showing up. It's yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother from another mother. Family, it's been fun. But a brother got to run. I got to say, it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy beyond measure. But remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, and brighter. Peace and love. keep soaring higher.
Hey, it's yours truly, Dr. Eddie. Listen, don't you want to level up in your life? Don't you want to actually dominate this year? You need strategy, you need structure, you need solutions. If you're going to level up in your relationships, you're going to identify your brand identity. If you're going to identify your identity, this is your year to become more. This is your year to do more. I'm telling you, this is the time to grow your greatness. You need to be in a secure environment, in a community that really cares about your growth, that wants to enhance it, that wants to push you in a place of not just information, but transformation for your application. I'm telling you, you don't just go as far as your dream, you go as far as your team. Join our team. Become a part of the Eagles Academy. Go right now. The EaglesAcademy.com. When you get there, you have to join our button and become a member of this amazing academy with so many amazing people, locally and globally, who understand that their network determines their net worth. They want to soar into success and purpose. I can't wait to see your face, not just your space. Go right now. The EaglesAcademy.com. Yeah.